Hi, this is Dale Guiducci, ERA Credit Services. I want to talk to you today about residual income, the concept of developing an income source whether you work or not. Now, I know that sounds kind of pie in the sky, but if you think about it and you think about successful people, financially successful people, that's what they've all done. They've developed a concept where they can work very, very hard for a period of time, sort of compact their career into a short, maybe 5 year, 7 year period of time, and then develop through that work a residual income, whether they work or not. In other words, they can start taking their foot off the pedal, start enjoying life, taking time off, that sort of thing, and still get paid. And that's the goal. See, when we looked at financial education services, my wife Shirley and I, we already had a business. We had an accounting business, and the business did well. But the one thing about it was that if we took time off, we didn't get paid. So in other words, we went on a vacation. In the course of the week that we were gone, not only were we spending money on that vacation, but we weren't earning income from our business. Why? Because we weren't there to do the work to generate the income. And we realized through that business, although it was successful, most people would look at that business and go, very successful business. It wasn't going to accomplish our goals of what? Being able to take time off, travel together, eventually retire. And of course, what happens if someone gets sick? You can't work while you're sick, so you can't generate income. So when we looked at FES, we weren't looking necessarily for the fact that it did credit restoration or any of those aspects. I mean, certainly those were important, and we evaluated that industry and that business and that marketplace. But the one thing that caught our attention was the ability to develop residual income. Again, so that we could, over time, work very, very hard to develop our business, and then at some point have the opportunity to take time off. And I got to tell you, we've been with this company, for right now, as this video is being recorded, just a little over a year and a half. And we're at the point right now where even we can take a vacation. We're getting ready to go on a cruise. We're going to be gone for about 10 days. And we know that while we're gone, we're going to still be receiving paychecks. And that's a great feeling. And we get a lot of calls from people that want to be in the credit restoration business. And of course, their mindset at that time is, the state laws and how do I do credit repair and how do we remove negative items from people's credit reports and what can I charge? Can I charge upfront fees? And all those technical details, which is great. I mean, you have to think about those sorts of things. But none really think about the concept of residual income. And so here's what I mean. If you get into the credit restoration business, whether you start it on your own or you buy a franchise or just however you get in the business, you got to think about it. What if you're selling credit restoration every single week, every single month? Well, what do you have to do the following week, the following month? Sell credit restoration. You have to keep that business going. That business is dependent upon your efforts. And what happens if you decide, or maybe you don't decide, something decides for you that you can't work. You can't work a week because you're sick. You want to go on vacation. And again, the goal here is to retire and hopefully retire at a young enough age where you can actually enjoy your retirement. Well, what happens when you want to do those things if the business is dependent upon your efforts? You lose your income. That's not a successful business model. I know thousands and tens of thousands of people start a business like that. But really what you're doing when you start a business like that is you're buying yourself a job. You're investing in a business that becomes nothing more than a job. Yes, you work for yourself, but sometimes you have to work harder and it's more painful to work for yourself than it is to be an employee. But if you want to start a business that's successful and then successful without you, see, that's the key. In other words, you can walk away from that business for short periods of time or even longer periods of time and still generate income. Then you want to take a look at FES because it's brilliant. What they've done is they've developed a concept where you can build a credit restoration business locally where you are and even regionally where you are and even nationally. You can build that credit restoration business. You can do business in all 50 states. We can share with you how to market that business, how to develop credit restoration, but you can also develop the opportunity to work with and utilize the efforts of other people as well and develop that as big as you want, again, locally, regionally, nationally, so that if you want to start taking some time off, you've got credit restoration sales coming into your business and you're on vacation. You've got credit restoration sales coming into your business during Christmas time. You've got credit restoration sales coming into your business. If you get sick, you've got credit restoration sales coming into your business. And of course, the income associated with those sales Should you want to take the foot off the pedal, maybe start working just a couple of days a week and do some traveling with your family, etc. That's the idea. That's the goal. You got to understand that, I mean, just study successful people, financially successful people. You know, they don't develop businesses that they have to marry that business. They develop businesses that, yes, they've got to work hard to develop it over a period of time, and then they can walk away because the momentum of that business and the concept of that business is one that generates income for them, again, whether they work or not. Pay close attention to that message. And as you're considering the credit restoration business, whether it's through FES or another business model, you've got to consider that. You don't want to buy yourself another job, especially, folks, if you are considering credit restoration on a part-time basis. I mean, think about it. If you work a full-time job and now you want to do credit restoration on the side, well, that's going to be very, very difficult to maintain unless you work in a business model such as ours, where you can work with and utilize the efforts of other people, so that if your full-time job takes more time and attention that week, that month, you're still generating income. Very, very important concept. If you want to find out more about it, go back to our website, click around the pages. We've got videos about our business opportunity in the credit restoration industry. And if you feel after watching some of those videos that you're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you, then give me a call. Phone numbers are all over the website. Give me a call and let's talk about it some more. I look forward to talking to you, and good luck to you in whatever you choose to do.